Think
I'm the voice of God.
The voice of God. This is the number one podcast in the world for 7 whole people. Yes, it's my brother's an idiot. And we're short an idiot and a brother point. Mark will be here sometime. I don't know when. He just said he's running late. So you're stuck with the two of our ugly mugs. Hey, Tank, what's up?
what's up?
And you've also got the voice of God making an appearance. MJ filling her years-old role as the disembodied voice of reason for the entire podcast. What's up, my dear?
Not much. Just doing my best. I don't think I'll be much reasoning today, but we'll try.
We ain't gonna reason about shit because we really don't have a whole lot to talk about except Tank. The Timberwolves are getting just fucking eviscerated in their own building right now.
Yeah, they're getting pounded into dust right now in Game 5. Losing by 36, I think, currently.
Yep, it's up to 36. That's the way to go out on your home court. And I keep waiting at some point because you just think that with this team and their mental makeup, you just think that at some point they're going to, for lack of a better term, goon it up. And it's gonna get ugly because you've got two notorious brain cases with Gobert and Cat, and as fiery and as mercurial as Ant is, he might do something dumb. You got to think at some point they're going to try to send a message. MJ, do you think they're going to try to play some hockey rules here?
I think that would make it more entertaining. Speaking of hockey, though, I am going to derail this real fast. I have just been informed.
Do it.
Because there's I don't know, I think you guys probably know, but I don't know if the rest of the jabroons that follow us know. There's a rescue puppy bowl thing for the Stanley Cup this year called the Stanley Pup. And I've just been informed that the Lightning's puppy in that game is named Nikita Kucherov.
That is brilliant. I love that.
I like it.
Nikita Kucherov. Are they going to put these dogs on the ice? Is that what's going to happen? Or is it going to be more like in the enclosed puppy bowl sort of look?
I've heard it's like an obstacle course situation, but I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, do I. That's weird. It'd be
Obstacle
funnier if it
course.
was on ice.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's that. I don't know if it's just one minor league team that does it, but there is one minor league team that does I don't know if it's a dog race. Mikhail, have you seen this? They have that golden retriever that runs around on the ice.
Well, the Cabs have what's his name? Starts with a D. But they have a team dog that comes out and runs around on the ice and chases pucks and stuff.
Maybe
There's
that's
a
what I'm
few.
thinking of.
Oh, they announced all the pups. Hold on, let me do some investigative journalism while you guys keep talking.
It's going to be tough to top Nikita Kucherov. That's pretty good. I mean, I guess we could try to come up with a few. You got Nathan Barkinen or Kale Barkar.
Oh my God. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Alex Ovechkin.
There we go.
Okay.
Connor Yellerpuck. It's Nathan McKibble.
McKibble. Okay. All right.
Connor McDoodle.
McDoodle. Nice.
David Pupsternak.
Pupsternak.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
I like that one.
Yep, that's a good one.
Mark Bone. I like that one.
Yep.
The rest of them are pretty dumb, but those are the highlights.
Okay. I mean, the leader in the clubhouse is still. I think it's Kucherov.
I also think it's Kucherov. Mark Bone is very good, but
Mark Bone's good. kind of a stretch, but it's good.
Yeah, Kucherov, that's a strong one though.
Yeah,
That sounds
Kucherov,
legitimate.
that's yeah. That actually could be a dude like playing in the KHL right now. Nikita Kucherov. He's gonna rent his extra room to Val in the offseason so he can go hang out in Russia. Too soon?
He's gonna
Was that too
rent
soon?
his room during the normal season at this point.
Right. Yeah, so it's still a 27-point lead with 5:40 left. Dear God. Here's the thing about the Timberwolves. Until you win something, you just need to shut the hell up, right? I dig that Ant's a fiery guy, and I dig that when you're up and you can talk trash, great, do it. I'm all about it. But you haven't won anything yet, and I don't know if you guys saw this morning, but Greenberg on his show on ESPN anointed Ant as the one of the superstars that's going to win more championships than any of the rest of his contemporaries. Having never actually been to the finals, he said this. Hey, buddy.
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
Were you just watching Spaceballs?
No, I just couldn't think of anything else to call myself.
So
That's what I went with.
Well, I'm not skinny, not late game, and not Luka. Even though Luka's going batshit fucking crazy right now.
Is he? I almost bet on it, and then I didn't because after that last game, I'm just like, I am so tired of these basketball teams taking it easy on the Minnesota Timberwolves for no fucking
Oh, they're not.
reason.
They are not taking
Yeah,
it
they're going the
easy.
opposite
Good.
direction.
Good, because
Yeah.
they did. They got away with one in game 5.
Yeah,
game 4.
they did. Yeah, the Mavs are up by 27, 5 and change left in the third. Luka
fuck
had
them.
20 in the first quarter.
Good for him.
Yeah. Now there was a scary moment. Lively came back after the neck strain. He went up for a rebound, and Naz Reid tried to take his head off, and so, of course, he instantly reached for the head. And they made it very clear that Derek Lively did not have to go to the concussion protocol, but that dude was Batman after that shot he took in Game 3. And go figure, a professional sports team not taking a concussion seriously. We've never seen that before. But he took another shot to the head, went straight, straight down, and held his head just like he did in Game 3, but stayed in the game, so he's good there. Reed did get a flagrant 1 for the play.
Yeah, of course he should.
Yeah.
That's all they do is hit people with elbows.
Oh, it wasn't even an elbow.
Why-
He
why
reverse
illegal
clotheslined him.
Oh,
Yeah, he reverse clotheslined him in the back of the head.
Minnesota's got to be one of the dirtiest teams I've seen since the Pistons in the 90s, man. Like,
I love that.
they're so fucking dog shit dirty. It is so bad
Who
to
else?
watch.
What about the Knicks in the later 90s? I put on that list.
You know,
the bad
Chauncey
boys in the late
Billups-
80s. Go ahead.
Chauncey Billups Pistons is probably on that list. They played the right way, but they did play a little bit dirty. You
They
know,
were
you
on
had-
Ben
that.
and Rashid.
You had
Yeah.
Rashid
Yeah,
and Big
Sheed.
Ben, and which is
Yeah.
funny because Big Ben was like not even close to the tallest guy on the team, and he was Big Ben Wallace. You know,
I'd love
Right.
that
there
team.
were,
if I'm
there
being
were
honest.
two other. That was a fun team to watch back in the day.
Exactly. Even
Yeah,
Rip
the-
was
the-
interesting at that point.
The Knicks of the mid 90s, I think, would be on that list. You got Oakley, Xavier McDaniels, John Starks.
Yeah,
That was a pretty rough and tumble team. That team that Ron Artest was on.
The Pacers.
Any
The
team- any
Pacers.
team,
Early
yeah, the
2000s
Pacers.
Yeah.
just because of
The-
him. I mean, all those
Yeah,
That
other
was
fucking
mostly him.
assholes.
Yeah.
All those
Mhm.
other fucking assholes acted up, but it was only because
Yep.
of what he was fucking doing.
Yep. Okay, so let's do this. Dirtiest player you've ever seen.
Do they have to be good or can they just be dirty?
No, just be dirty. They don't have to be good.
Specifically basketball or any
Yes,
sport?
basketball, just basketball.
Okay.
Because
okay.
we
Oh,
could
Villains,
go down
yeah.
a 4-hour. We could go down a
was gonna
4-hour
say,
rabbit hole on every.
Right. I was that we needed to kind of yeah.
Yeah, I got my answer immediately. It's Bill Laimbeer. That dude was a walking assault charge on the basketball court.
Yep.
I mean you're not wrong. That he's probably in my top, 3 Gooniest basketball players.
Yeah. That dude was
I
straight
would-
punch people.
Well,
In the middle
everybody
of the
punched people in the 80s.
Right. Draymond's
what
got to
they
be
did.
up there.
Oh yeah.
Draymond. Yep.
Draymond's got to be up there, and he got away
In
with it
terms
for
of
so long because he was actually pretty athletically talented.
Yeah.
And this year he is not because he is old now. And so he is just playing fucking bully basketball like you do at the schoolyard.
Yeah, in terms of talent and goonery, I think Draymond's probably top of the list if you have, the sliding scale.
Dennis Rodman's got to be up there too.
Rodman.
Rodman was a great player, but man, he was just and one of the things I was talking about with somebody the other day at the bar was, we talk about these defensive player of the year candidates that are multiple time. And I'm talking about Rudy Gobert, who is one of the dirtiest players in basketball, if you ask me. His illegal screens, his elbows to the head down the floor every fucking time. He's just awful. And you're seeing him get just fucking absolutely exposed in these last two playoff series as a defensive basketball player, to the point where Kendrick Perkins is calling you out. I want to take away my fucking defensive player of the year award vote. Did you hear that? He said that. He's like, the only thing I regret about this year is voting for him for defensive player of the year. But the other guy I'm thinking about is Big Shot Bob, Robert Horry, was a great defender. But the reason why was because everyone knew that he led feet first on jump shooters. And so you'd have to avoid your landing spots, which threw off your shots entirely, because he wasn't playing straight up basketball. He was playing straight up basketball with his foot forward underneath your feet. So every time you jump shotted, you rolled your ankle if you weren't watching out. So you had to think about it, and he got away with it for 25 years.
Yeah. Had to change lights. And he's a big reason why they had to change that rule.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had to give him a place to land, right? It's funny you mentioned Perk. Perk's on my list.
Perk's on the list too.
Perk was dirty as all hell. That guy didn't have a shred of
fan.
offensive ability.
He was a bully, man.
God,
he just was a bully in the post.
Hack. Yeah,
he was all right in the post, but it was like maybe 12 to 13 points a game was his.
Oh, I doubt he averaged double figures ever.
Like I said, maybe 13 points a game.
Keep
he
talking.
Was maybe in. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going through defensive players of the year, and I'm trying to think of which ones actually played defense and which ones were just shitheads.
Most of them are shitheads. That's
Well, you do have to have kind of that. You do have to have kind of that dog, right?
Yeah. I mean, and you could put guys up there. When you're talking about dirtiest players, now are we talking about how many guys were just dirty? From just a standpoint of like, let's talk about Vlade Divac, and his play on the defensive end might not have been dirty, but what he did when opponents hit him, he was the original flop master, and that was dirty as fuck.
Oh yeah,
he got away with murder on the free throw line because he could just absolutely get hacked and nobody would touch him, and he was
the great thing about Vlade is he would roll through like 3 heaters at halftime.
Right. Yeah.
It's just hammering darts going after the Marlboro no filters.
Yeah.
Another kind of dirty flopper player would be Manu.
Manu's up there.
Forever.
Yeah, Manu.
He just dived like he was in the middle of a soccer pitch.
Right. Kendrick Perkins averaged over 10 points once in his career. 10.1 points, 2009, 2010 with the Celtics. His career points per game average is 5.4.
Like I said, maybe 13 points.
He averaged averaged almost half a rebound more than points.
That makes sense.
I had another one, not a single, but a duo on this one, the Morris twins. Both of those fuckers played.
Those fucking guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
What about that one asshole who played for the fucking Nuggets for a while back in the Billups era? Might have played a few years with the Allen Iverson experience
Kmart?
too. Yeah, Kmart.
Kmart wasn't dirty. Kmart was an infamous asshole. And played edgy. I never thought Kmart was dirty. I thought Kmart was very physical, but I thought it was in the confines of the game.
He had some wild swinging elbows when he was going for defensive boards that's not exactly with the rules of the game when you've got.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
a
lot of people do that.
We got to call out another one of ours, actually, Dikembe.
Dikembe was pretty dirty, too.
With broken elbows.
That's all that guy had.
That brother had some bony ass
He was made of elbows, man. Like, that guy had like 45 elbows.
One walking elbow.
He was like a Lego creature made of elbows.
He was a walking elbow with a wagging finger on the end.
Yeah, exactly.
That commercial still gets me every single time I see it.
Every single fucking time.
It does.
Not today.
Not today. And when he yeets the box of Cheerios into next week over the kid's head, and Cheerios just fly everywhere. It's like, man,
fucking Frosted Flakes.
That is.
Goddamn Wheaties are everywhere, bro.
I know. It's like the marketing major that came up with that, I hope, is living a very nice life somewhere on a beach, because he should have got paid for that, because that was absolute brilliance. And then he limps away because his knees don't work anymore. He just runs around the corner.
And he's still wearing his knee pads too, like like regular top on and knee pads. Not today.
The man with 13 middle names
and 45 elbows.
45.
Still a 26-point lead right now.
Yeah, fuck him.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What you eating, buddy?
Ice cream from Sonic.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
No, it's okay. It's not worth $40 though. I don't know how
you paid
2 meals.
$40 for ice cream?
Not just ice cream. We got food too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. We took the dog to the park since. We picked it up on the way out to the dog park. I'm not sure we got what we paid for, but I was too hungry to fight about it at the time.
Got it.
So
just you got some food and it's like, I'll eat it.
Yeah. Chili cheese tater tots and a double Sonic cheese, pretty good. So, man, my cherry limeade.
Well, I like the cherry limeade, dude. That happy hour when everything's half price. That's go time.
That's the way to go. Yeah.
Get that Route 44 for like $1.50. Like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bring forth the diet cherry limeade.
That's
So you got to get the chocolate Coke. They make you a chocolate Coke.
I love it. Interesting.
Yep. So, Mark, I asked the other two, and the voice of God is with us, in case you didn't know.
Oh, hi, dipshit.
Hello. I haven't been able
I didn't realize you were amongst us.
I wasn't able to contribute to the last conversation because Matt restricted it to basketball players, and I don't know enough of them.
We can get into hockey on some players too. Jesus.
We you know what? Next time we get together, we'll do a hockey one. We'll do dirtiest hockey players ever.
Hell yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun. So I asked the other two.
Sport by sport, honestly.
Yeah, we can just make it a rolling series for the next 4 apps, since we don't have fucking anything else.
We don't have fucking anything else to talk about. And I ain't spending a lot of time talking about OTAs. Fuck that shit.
No, absolutely. It's the underwear Olympics.
What?
Tank's freaking out.
It's me.
Yeah, Tank's losing his shit.
It's so not it's me.
Yeah. While he fixes his issue, Mark, I'll ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised, and do you think at some point in the remaining whatever's left in this game, and I don't see the time to do a replay, that with the notorious head cases that they have on the Minnesota sideline, they will try to goon it up at some point and just try to send a message?
I could see that happening. I could also see there being some contention in the locker room after the game with all of those fucking hotheads. Like you mentioned, I believe, Matt, 2 or 3 episodes ago. I know it was you. I just can't remember which episode it was. But Rudy Gobert is not a good teammate on teams that lose. And I could see this absolutely with Ant being as hard-headed and Cat being as fucking nutso as he is, that if they don't take it on the court, there's going to be some beef in the locker room tonight. The way this team fucking just basically rolled over and died, and let's not be on they did not steal one. They got handed that fucking game by Dallas. Dallas gave them every opportunity for that game. And that was Dallas just letting them win a game. I think that there's going to be some problems with this roster up and down. The way that they rolled over and died during this Dallas series.
Well, and let's be honest, we handed them at least 2 of those games in our series, and that was injured Denver.
I am so tired of basketball fucking people blowing 20-point leads. Fucking knock it off, bro.
I don't think it's going to happen tonight. It's 24 still, 14 seconds left in the third. This fucking thing's over.
Have you ever seen the video? I think it's like an RDC World skit where it's like LeBron in the locker room after a loss, and he's like, "I just need to let you all know that you are trash. So I'm going to call you out by name and tell you that you are trash." That's going to be the Timberwolves saying.
Could you imagine like a Shoresy style, like Mike Conley just standing in front of everybody and like, you're the worst. You're the second worst. You also suck. You also suck. You're terrible.
Line up on your way out, and I will let you know your grade. F. You're cut. F.
Listen here, fucker.
It's just KAT like in the shitter yelling like Shorty does in like the second episode.
Kind of getting back to what you were saying, though. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I was just gonna riff. Fire away.
I was just going to get back to what you were saying with the, claiming that Edwards is going to be this, superpower winner at some point in his career. I don't think it's going to be in Dallas or in Minnesota if that's the case, because he's going to be fucking furious after this game is over and going to be wanting his way out already at this point.
That's definitely a possibility. He's a hothead. And he's definitely a front-running hothead. Not afraid to talk trash, but he backs it up. He's eminently talented. Super player. Can beat you from outside, can beat you off the dribble, can beat you at the rim. I mean, there's all kinds of things nothing this guy can't do. But to anoint him, and Mark, I don't know if you caught it or if we were talking about it before you jumped in, but Greenberg anointed Ant this morning as the current superstar who's going to win more titles than any of the rest of his contemporaries, even though the dude has never been to a finals.
Mike Greenberg, who nobody will work with. Is that who we're talking about?
Yes.
We're talking about Mike fucking Greenberg that nobody wants to work with, that they keep trotting out there. I don't care about anything that he has to say, and I haven't in like 15 years. I could give a fuck about Mike Greenberg. It's like Mad Dog Russo. Those two guys are fucking awful. And their opinions mean nothing. They're just
the difference is
to say shit. They're not.
Greenberg says it quietly, and Russo shouts it.
Right, but they are both saying shit just to get clicks.
He doesn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
He's only saying that because it's somewhere where people can just get upset about. And so, fuck Mike Greenberg. I don't believe a fucking word he says. He can say whatever he wants. I don't care. Don't care.
Don't care. Well said.
He just stared at me. I'm like,
are you still going to talk some more, buddy? I don't understand. No. I'm going to eat my ice cream.
Fuck you guys. I'm eating ice cream.
I do think that Edwards will eventually get a championship. I actually agree with that, but it's not going to be with Minnesota. It's not going to be with this team.
But he's not going to, and when you're talking about contemporaries, we're talking about LeBron James. We're talking about Steph Curry. We're talking about guys.
No, he's not talking about those guys. He's talking about the current crop of superstars,
like Shea,
who are
Luka.
Luka,
he's
Joker.
No idea. Yeah, and some of these superstars, they got to get it right. Like, I get who Jason Tatum is for that team, but he's not the superstar on that team. There's three other guys I can think of. Yeah, Jalen. The guy from Colorado that we all love, our boy Derek White,
the guy with a 8 head.
Yeah, him.
They never should have traded.
Matt's favorite player, Tingus
Pingus. Tingus Pingus.
Those guys show up more in big moments than Jason Tatum. So these guys
Tingus
talking
Pingus
about
never shows up because he's hurt.
Well,
That's true.
But when he does, he's good for 27.
Yeah, Tatum's the one
good.
that gets the most exposure for some reason, but he's not even the best player on that team.
No.
Not by a long shot. Anyway,
all right. Well, that's enough of that nonsense. Let's do dipshit of the week. Since our own beloved dipshit has to leave early, and we could just go down 7 rabbit holes about all the dipshits that we hate in the world. Voice of God, do you have a dipshit?
Yes. I'm going to give multiple dipshits. 2 set of dipshits. Number 1 set of dipshit is for my entire team at the redacted company in which I work, in which I said I'm going to see The Crow in theaters on Wednesday, and they all said, "What's The Crow?"
Oh, fuck them.
Shout out! That movie just turned 30 years old.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah,
Isn't that wild?
Be old.
That fucking movie is still so fucking good, though. Oh my god! Last night was the first time I've watched it, though, and I haven't either fallen asleep or cried. So there you go. Back to you, Michaela.
My second dipshit, because I need to speak about the F1s at all times, is that I'm going to give a dipshit of the week to. His name is Esteban Ocon. He drives for Alpine, and in the first lap of the race in Monaco this weekend, after there was already multiple crashes and cars gone out, he was like, "What if I tried to jump over my friend and teammate?" And so he tried to jump over him and beat his car up real bad and got knocked out of the race and lost points. And now they're looking at not letting him drive in the next race and replacing him with somebody else because he did that poorly. So he is the other dipshit of the week.
Nice. Is that all you got?
Yes.
Okay. Mark, you got one?
I've got a few. I can tell you who's not a dipshit of the week, and that is Gene Mingo. We love him a lot, and we wish he would come on to the show.
4.5 out of 5.
Thank you.
4.5 out of 5.
I'm sending you guys a couple of pictures in the chat right now, and I'm thinking about posting these, but I don't know if I can. We were at Kohl's earlier checking out their clearance, and they have an item that was on their Easter decorations. This looks like Black Jesus Christ carrying Easter eggs. It says "Celebrate Together," so it's cultural inclusion, and I just there's a reason why they're basically giving these things away. The price on there says $5.99. What you don't see is the fact that they were up there. There's also a discount on top of that of like up to 85%. So $5.99 is the discounted price of this item, but it is horrific, and I don't know what it says about Easter that they've just got this homeless guy with flowers in his beard carrying eggs. Who
is that? What that is?
I think it's a homeless guy. And there's eggs in his hands.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe he was holding eggs, and those were like rabbits, and his nose was poking out over the top of the rabbits.
No, he's got it's Black Jesus Easter mode. Thank you, Coles. I don't know if we needed this or not, but they're selling it on the clearance rack, so
they had some.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where they had more than one, so I was like, this wasn't a mistake that they couldn't sell because somebody had to make it twice at least. Like it's a mistake if you do it once, but if there's more than one, that's not a mistake.
Right.
Somebody made this item twice.
Yeah, someone actually conceived of this.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anything else?
34-0. Yeah, that's it. Back to you.
What's that?
34.
34-0.
34 guilty. Nothing not guilty.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
okay.
that. Yeah.
I was like, what?
I was sitting there thinking about like 34-0, and then
took a hard turn into politics.
34-0. That's it.
I was like, what score was that? I'm thinking like 28-3, 55-10, like all the football scores that get stuck in my head. Like, something happened in Tampa. Like,
no, just that.
All right, Tank. What do you got?
Well, I've got one particular person and then a group of people. And they're connected. So I'm going to go with not only dipshit of the week, but I'd say monster of the year for this very short year so far. Isaiah Buggs from the Kansas City Chief, who decided to go ahead and catch himself a couple of animal cruelty charges.
Oh God, I didn't see this. Does this happen today?
Yeah, he's turning himself in today.
Holy fuck. Go on.
And then that directly relates to my organizational dipshit. Kansas City Chiefs seemingly are going on a crime spree this summer. So, or this off season, and I don't know who they're gonna have left come the fall if everyone keeps getting arrested.
Yeah, they're not having the best off season ever.
This might be the worst off season ever for a Super Bowl champion.
That's close.
I can think of Peyton retiring, Elway retiring being pretty bad, right?
Like, well, yeah,
Tom Brady retiring was pretty
around
rough
anymore,
right?
But
right.
cocaine this is like had some issues.
This is self-inflicted, and
this
is on massive scale.
So wait, let's go through it. You had
Rashee Rice twice.
Yeah.
You had this guy. Something else happened.
Two linemen crossing the
Buckner.
border. Yeah, two linemen crossing the border from Missouri into Kansas with marijuana. It's illegal in Kansas to have marijuana.
Drug charges.
And then, you have the idiot kicker.
Yep. Oh, Jesus. That's
excellent. I think they've actually had dipshit of the week a lot for us since the offseason started.
They have, yeah. And then throwing the Chiefsaholic.
Right. Perfect example.
For a very long time.
Very long time.
Oh, that's funny. All right. So I think back to the Chiefsaholic as the inspiration for this one. You guys know how much I love stupid criminals. I don't know if you saw this or not, and I will share this TikTok in the group chat. But in this township in Michigan, you were allowed to attend traffic court via Zoom. So the judge is there, the public defender is there. They're waiting for the defendant to show up digitally, and he logs in. And he's like, he says, I'm driving. Let me park. And so they're like, okay. So he gets to a spot and the judge says, are you stopped? He goes, yeah, I'm stopped. He goes, okay, what are we doing here? And the public defender says, well, we'd like to see an adjournment for 4 weeks or whatever the court will allow. And the judge starts looking through all of the things. And he's like, the charge is driving on a suspended license. And the public defender says, yeah, that's the charge. He goes, no, I'm looking at his record. He has a suspended license. And the look on this guy's name is Corey Harris. I had to look it up. The look on this guy's face as he realized what it is that he's done, because he was driving on Zoom in court for a suspended, for driving while suspended charge. And the judge is like, yeah, your bond is revoked. You need to report to county jail by 6 p.m. on no bond at all. Have a nice day. Bam! And the guy's look at this guy's face.
Fuck that one up.
I mean, it is literally the dumbest thing I have seen in months.
That's
just
hysterical.
Pure, unadulterated stupidity. If you're going to court on driving on a suspended license, don't let the court see you actually fucking driving. You dumbass. You deserve every bit of what's coming to you. Good God Almighty.
It's literally with your hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
I'll post the TikTok in chat. And actually, you know what? We'll repost it on Idiot Goons on TikTok, because the what sells it is you see the realization creep into this guy's face when the judge says it, and he's like, And they're like the court, they like pan across the court, and the public defenders are like, oh no. And there's like two people sitting in the front row who don't apparently look like they're involved in anything. One of this lady, and she's got her hand over her mouth, like just trying not to bust out laughing. I'm like, oh my God, I would have lost it.
Oh, I would have absolutely lost.
My ass would have been thrown out by the bailiff. Just whoop, you're out of here. I'm like, come on, bro. You gotta give me something here.
That is a spectacular failure.
Oh,
legitimately.
Yeah. 8 minutes left, and it's 26 points. This game's over.
Yeah.
Matt just froze.
Eddie, you're back.
Oh, you
back?
froze.
Oh,
I'm
I
back.
saw a tank moving. You froze.
Tank's great. Tank's good on both of my feeds.
Okay.
You are glitching currently. They're
Usually I can see myself glitch, but whatever. All right, dipshit. Have a good night at work. We appreciate you.
Thanks for
stopping
by.
Yep. Last thoughts, dipshit. You got anything?
Not particularly. I'm running out of the cells of brain, and I need them for the evening. So,
the cells of brain.
No, we appreciate the appearance of the voice of God for sure.
no
All
problem.
right,
Love you,
last
dipshit.
thoughts. Pimp the things. Talk about the stuff. What do you got?
Well, since the man Joker's not in the NBA Finals this year, I'm going to be rooting for his European brother Luka, because fuck the Celtics. Besides that, yeah, you can catch us at My Brother's an Idiot on Facebook and YouTube, the Idiot Goons on Twitch and Twitter, and just Idiot Goons on TikTok. You can find me on my socials at Tank Knox and Knox Nostalgic Collectibles.
Mark?
I believe the next time that we will see Joker in uniform playing basketball, it will be against the United States on July 20-something. But it's the next time we see Joker play basketball, he will be playing as the enemy of the United States.
Yeah.
Is he going to play? I hadn't heard that one yet, because he doesn't like the coach.
I don't know, but that's the next possible sighting.
Okay.
And I heard he was on the team, but either way, there you go. There you go. He'll be against us, not for us. Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Go Team Serbia.
Yeah. Just put out some new stuff on the Nerds That Know stuff. We'll be back next week with a full episode of Nerds That Know, with an old friend stopping by, I believe, to say hi again. That'll be fun. But yeah, we put up some stuff about the new Doctor Who stuff. If you haven't seen it yet, it's all been fucking brilliant. The Stephen Moffat episode, which as soon as that started and I saw that he was the writer of the third basic episode since the Christmas one, I was like, oh, this could be really good. And it was. I was just blown away again. And they keep nailing the writing. Shuti's been amazing acting. The Ruby Sunday character just continues to rivet me in every possible way. It's been amazing.
Yeah,
So,
the only shame about it is there's only 3 episodes left.
I know.
It's short. It's short.
But it's been fun, and we got some stuff coming up on that, and we're going to do some stuff about Fallout 2 before the next podcast, so we'll have a little short on that. And then, yeah, next week we'll be doing Nerds instead of Goons, and, yeah, special guest appearance. So look forward to that.
Fantastic. Yeah, you'll be doing that without me. I'm traveling next week, so have fun.
Have fun in Nash.
Yep, going to be in Nashville. So you can catch, Tank mentioned all the socials, Mark's Twitch, Twitter, all the things is at Poffle Time. My Twitch and Twitter at Poffleopagus, and my TikTok's at King Goon Smoke. For the absent Milty, we love you, Milty.
We love you, Milty.
We love the dipshit and the voice of God. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate you, dipshit. Thanks.
Yep. For Tank, Mark, and the rest of the Goon Squad, this has been My Brother's an Idiot. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
White Sox for spiders, bruh.